Hello and welcome back. We just finished looking into for loop, the while loop, and then the do while loop. That's the repetition construct in programming. That's the concept. Okay. Now the next thing I want us to look at is one important, I think two important keywords that we can use when in loops. Please, these keywords that I'm coming to talk about, they are only supposed to be used in either for loop, the while loop, or the do while loop. Okay. So the keywords are, let me just put them in a comment. Keywords. We have the continue and then the break keyword. The continue and then the break keyword, they are very important, and they have the effect. There's a different effect to your, it add a different effect to your code whenever you use it. So over here I'm going to construct a for loop that will print from 1 to 10. So we say int I is equal to 1 because that's where we want to start the counting from, and then the condition will state that the loop can keep running, but I want to make sure that this loop will never be greater than 11. Okay, so it should keep printing as far as the values generated is less than 11. So 1 is allowed, 2 all the way to 10 is allowed. The moment it gets to 11, it will not work. So I plus plus, please, if you see I plus plus, it's equivalent to the I plus equals 1. So plus plus will add 1 to the value of what? Of I. Okay, I believe those who, if you watch operators, we did talk about this, but in case maybe this is your first time watching, I want you to understand that this is a series we've been following. Okay, they are step by step, so you can try and then start from programming methods where you get the initial understanding about this whole thing we are doing. Okay, all right, so that is about the I plus plus. So this code we have right here is going to give us from 1 all the way to what? All the way to 10, like this, from the 1 all the way to 10. Okay, so let's now look at the importance of this keyword. By the default flow for the for loop, it's always supposed to start the printing or start the count from the initial and then print up to where you want the condition to be. I mean, it will get to the limitation or the boundary set by the condition. So this is the starting, and we are saying that it should keep running, but the boundary is that it shouldn't be more than 11. So the I is supposed to be always less than 11. Okay, then we have a step of plus plus. So the step of plus plus means we want the the step to be 1 1 1 1. Someone asked me the question, what if I want the step to be 2 2 2? Plus equals 1 is the same as this one, is the same as what? The I plus plus. Now when you want to add a step of 2, you can't use the plus plus for that. You can just use the I plus equals 2, and this is going to what? Give you from 1. So the step is going to be 2 2 2. It starts from 1 as defined here, and then coming to run again, the step of 2 is applied, making it 3 5 7 9. When it gets to 9, add 2 to 8 and see, it's going to be 11, and 11 doesn't fall within here. If here is 11, how the condition state that the I should be less than 11, and 11 is not less, it's equal to 11 itself. So that is why it ended at what? At 9. Okay, so let me move on fast to what I'm supposed to talk about. Now let's look at the break keyword. So the break keyword is used for terminating the loop before its time. It will end it prematurely. So you don't just put the break in the loop like this. Okay, this is not something you should do. If you go by this, it means it will not run at all, right? It will not run at all. So realize if you have the break in there like this, even though condition correct, step is okay, but then it's not running. That's because we have the break in it. So the break, when used, will stop the loop from executing, will prevent it from running. The loop will not run at all. Okay, But it's possible, instead of putting the break keyword in the loop like this, we can use if statement and state that if the I gets to 4, we want to break the loop. Now with this one, you can see that the I will represent the count. So for the first time, the I will be 1. When it goes and run again, it will be added, 1 will be added, making it 2. Then the process will continue. But we are trying to show that in our code, the moment this I gets to 4, we want to break the loop. That means we want to exit the loop. We want the loop to stop executing. We want it to end. Okay, so break will simply force the loop to quit prematurely without even checking if the condition is true or false. So let's run and see. Okay, let me add a cout. So I don't have my cout there. So cout I. Now you can see we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So the moment it got to 4, the break keyword was applied, and then you can see we didn't get the 4 as part. Okay, we didn't get the 4. So it's very important. And please, for the break statement, okay, it's always appropriate to put them at the very top line. Like they are supposed to be at the top before all your other code. The arrangement of the code matters. You see, the output didn't include 4. If we had moved the displaying or the cout above like this, if we had done it like this, then if we run C, the 4 will be included. The main reason why the 4 is included is even before code are read from top to bottom. So even before the code came to check the side where the break is applied, it has already printed the 4. Okay. So for the break statement to work the way you expect, you try as much as possible to always make sure that the break is at the top and then your displaying or your actions are down. That way it's going to always check for the condition for the break first, even your code. So try as much as possible, if it's the break you are using, you put them above. Okay, you put them above. So that is about the break keyword. If you use it, it will terminate or exit the loop. You can write this thing down in your note. Then moving from there, we will look at the other keyword. That's the continuum keyword. So let me just put continuum keyword here. If you use the continuum, it will skip the loop. That is the only thing. So we are saying that if the I is equal to 4 continuum, that means the moment you get to the moment the I gets to 4, skip that count, jump over that count. So move from 1, 2, 3. When it gets to 4, don't add the 4, don't even consider the 4, jump from the 4 and then continue the counting from 5. That is what we are trying to do with the continuum keyword. So you execute and you can see that this time around we have 1, 2, 3. Where is 4? 4 is no more there. Okay, let me use this approach. If I is equal to 6, continue, I can use the OR logical operator to join them together, but let me go by this way. Most of us are beginners, so it makes sense for me to use this approach so that we understand. Okay, so we have some couple of continuum keywords here. If the I is equal to 4, continuum. If the I is equal to 6, continuum. And if it's equal to 8, to continuum. You realize all the continuum, they come above, even before the point of displaying. Okay, so it's going to be skipping them. Now it will do the counting. The normal flow for the for loop will work, but the moment it gets to 8, then the loop will jump from 4 and then continue the counting from 5. When it gets to 6, because of the continuum keyword, it's going to jump all the way to 7, and then right from 7 it goes to 8. Because the I is 8, it's also going to what? continue. That is, it's going to jump over that particular count. Okay, so that's why looking at this one, you see 5 is 4 is no more there, 6 is not there, and also 8 is not there. So that is the usefulness or the meaning of the break and then the continue keyword. Please, with the break and then continue keyword, you can use them in loops, even though it's an if statement having the continue keyword in them. But you realize this if statement, they are all inside what? A for loop. So it's usable and it's possible because they are inside a for loop. If we are to bring the if statement outside like this line of code will never work. Okay, it will never work. Even if you create your I somewhere, it will still not work because continuum is not meant to be used anywhere but in loops. Okay, so you can use it in for loop, you can use it in a while loop, you can use it in a what? The do while loop. Okay, and then switch can also have the break. You know the structure for switch, it can also have the break keyword. All right, so that is about the keywords we have in loops. I don't intend to make the lessons too long, so I'll end here. Anything you don't understand, any question, post it in the comment section. Okay, share the video, like, and then subscribe. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next lecture. Bye.